So now we will talk about right to freedom. The Constitution of India provides the citizens 6 types of freedom. Okay, 6 types of freedom are given. Freedom of speech and expression, wherein you can openly tell people about your views and opinion. You can openly speak. Okay, to assemble peacefully without arms, meaning you can meet people, okay, without any use of weapon. If you don't have any weapon, you can meet people wherever you want to do, form groups or whatever. Third, to form associations or unions. You might have heard about student union, groups, associations, organizations. So you can make organizations. To move freely throughout the territory of India. Within whichever territory you are, you have the freedom to move around. Okay, you can go to Bombay, you can go wherever you want. So freedom to move around in the territory of India. Fifth, to reside and settle in any part of territory of India. You can live in any part of India. You can build your house in any part of India. Sixth, to practice any profession or to carry out any occupation, trade or business. So what they're trying to tell you is that you can do whatever job you want to do. You can do whatever business you want to do. If you want to do trade, import, export, you are allowed to do that. These rights are utmost important for overall development of personality, expression of Indian citizens, for harmonious working of democracy and healthy lifestyle. So what they are saying, to make sure that the country's democracy is working, that the country's government is working, to make sure that the society around us is healthy, that we are living in a nice, healthy environment. Right to freedom is very, very important because it works towards overall development of the citizens of India. Any individual cannot exercise this freedom autonomously or irresponsibly. So what they are trying to say is that you have the right to freedom of all these things, but you do not use this right to freedom in such a way that you will hurt someone. Let's say all of us have right to freedom and speech, right? All of us can express our opinions. But I can't express my opinion in such a way that I'm hurting another person or I'm causing harm to another person. Let's say I'm a Hindu, okay? And I give a speech wherein I say hate all the Muslims, don't mix with Muslims are this, that, whatever. Then it is wrong. Because I am hurting someone, then I can be arrested. I am allowed to have my own freedom of speech and expression, but in return I can't hurt someone. Okay. The state can control the limit to this right of freedom if it goes against the welfare, peace and security of the society. So what they are trying to say is that if a particular state ka welfare is being harmed, peace or security is getting harmed by this freedom, then the state government can make sure that all that right to freedom is not used in a way where it's hurting another person. Okay, so they can limit your freedom, okay, by saying that okay, you are causing harm to another person, I am going to limit your freedom. So your freedom can be limited if you go against the development, peace and security of the particular state. This clearly is mentioned in the Constitution. It has been stated in the Constitution how the rights are exercised. So, how the rights are used, how well they can be used, where can you stop the right, how can a right not harm someone, is all these things are discussed in the Constitution of India. Indian citizens have been given the right to freedom of speech and expression. This can be expressed orally, verbally and through gestures, but does not provide in exercising these rights in unlimited and unrestricted manner. Certain necessary control and limitation have been stated in the Constitution. Now what they are trying to say is that every Indian citizen has the right to freedom of speech and expression. You can say it orally. Orally etle through words, through use of gesture. Gesture etle sign language 3B, you can express your views and opinions. But there is certain limitations, there is certain restriction on this right. Okay, and what restrictions are these are mentioned in the Constitution of India. The state can require control through the law and order for maintaining unity and integrity of India. So what they are saying, various laws, various orders, various rules and regulations are there in order to make sure that the unity and the respect for India remains the same, that people do not break the unity of India through speech and expression. Okay. safety of the state, umbilical relations with foreign nation, public management, public peace, compromise, safety, morality, discipline, contempt of the court, defamation and provoking violence for crime. So all these things are wrong. Okay, so what they are saying is that it's very very necessary that our government puts certain restriction on the freedom of speech and expression. That is, everybody has the right to expression and speech, but certain limitations are put. Why these limitations are put? To maintain good foreign relations. Let's say people in India talk bad things about China, or let's say they talk bad things about America, तो આપણું relation America रे खराब થઈ જશે, because people will say in America, people will say, you know, India is speaking such bad things about us, why should we keep any good contacts with them? So in order to maintain good foreign relations, in order to maintain morality એટલે values, in order to maintain public peace, public management, in order to maintain discipline, in order to make sure that the courts in India, that is Supreme Court, High Court, and other courts are not defamed. Defamed એટલે એ લોકોનું અપમાન નથી થાતું, કે to make sure that there is no violence, there is a limitation on right to freedom. Okay, otherwise લોકો સ્પીચમાં એવું બધું બોલી નાખે કે તમે ઇમેજિન ન કરી શકો. તો આ બધી વસ્તુને પ્રોટેક્ટ કરવા માટે there is limitation to right to freedom and to right to freedom of speech and expression. It is authority of judiciary whether these many limitations are appropriate or inappropriate. So what they are saying, court takes the decision what limitations should be there, what limitations should not be there, what is right, what is not right. The purpose behind the freedom of press, through which the ideas and opinions are put forward for public welfare, has not been separately mentioned. It can be included in right to expression. So newspaper વાળા શું છાપી શકે, શું નો છાપી શકે, કયા વર્ડ્સ યુઝ કરી શકે, કયા વર્ડ ન યુઝ કરી શકે, is all included in free right to expression. Press is what? Your newspapers. So obviously lot of people read newspapers. Okay, lot of people do get affected by the news that they read. So that is why it is very important that we control the type of things that are there on the newspaper. Okay. The later amendment in the year 2009, the Constitution of India confers free and compulsory primary education for the children between 6 to 14 years of age. So in 2009, there was a change made in the Constitution, and according to that change, free and compulsory primary education should be given to children who are between the age of 6 to 14 years. If a person is not convicted for a crime, then he cannot be sentenced to punishment or more punishment than one prescribed by the law. Cannot be given punishment more than once, cannot be given to the same convicted person. So let's say what they are trying to say, if a person has not committed a crime and the court knows that this person has not committed a crime, then that person will not get punishment. Okay, if a person who has not done a crime will not get punishment or more punishment than one prescribed by the law. Let's say कि સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટે એને પનિશમેન્ટ આપી, તો પોલીસવાળા એના મન મરજીથી એને વધારે પનિશમેન્ટ ન આપી શકે. વોટ એવર પનિશમેન્ટ the court gives, only that punishment the person will suffer. Okay, if the court has not given the punishment, then the person is not a criminal, he cannot be punished. Okay, they cannot be given punishment more than once. Let's say कि a person has committed a crime and the person has gone to the jail for 5 years. So he has done his sentence અને 5 વર્ષ પૂરા કરી નાખ્યા એની પનિશમેન્ટના, પાછા એને ઈ જ ક્રાઇમ માટે 5 વર્ષ તમે ન મૂકી શકો. ઓકે, અંડરસ્ટેન્ડિંગ? Let's say I have committed a murder and for that court gave me punishment for 5 years. હવે હું છૂટી થઈ ગઈ. ई सेम मर्डर माटे मने पाछो कोर्ट 5 વર્ષ નો આપી શકે. Not allowed. Okay, I cannot be given punishment twice. No individual can be deprived of his life and liberty except by the procedure of the law. That is, no person can take the life of another person. I cannot go around murdering people. Only the court has the right to sentence someone to death. Like death sentence court api sake, but I on my own cannot go around killing people. Okay, that is not allowed. Everybody has the right to live their life except if the law gives you a punishment by death, you have to go through that. No one can be arrested without being told on ground for such arrest. Nobody can arrest you without letting you know why they are arresting you. You are told this is the reason why you are getting arrested. It's your right to know. If arrested, the person has the right to defend himself or herself by the lawyer of his or her choice. If you are arrested, you can have a lawyer of your own. It's your right to get a lawyer. Okay. An arrested person can be brought to the nearest magistrate within 24 hours. So once you are arrested, the police has to take you to the magistrate in 24 hours. Without the permission, no individual can be kept in custody. So without permission, you cannot keep somebody in jail. Okay. As per the Prohibition Act, the person under the arrest will not be applicable to the foresaid matters. Forget that. Just do it till here. Preventive detention. If the state anticipates any criminal deed or activity from any person, then as a precautionary measure, that person can be detained by the state under the Preventive Detention Act. So there's a new act that has come that is called as Preventive Detention Act. According to that act, let us say if a person finds another person to be harmful, to be a criminal, then the state can arrest them. For example, let's say I am there in ભાવનગર, ઓકે, અને હવે ગવર્મેન્ટ ઓફ ગુજરાતને એવું લાગે છે કે હું ક્રાઇમ કરી શકું છું, કે હું મારી એક્ટિવિટીઝ ખરાબ છે, કે હું બોમ્બ બ્લાસ્ટ કરવાની છું, મારી ઉપર શક જાય છે, તો દે કેન અરેસ્ટ મી. ઓકે. The purpose of this act is to not punish a convict but to stop him from doing any criminal activity against the state. So here it is not to punish someone but to stop that person from doing any type of wrong activity in the state. Society or individual. Under this act, a person can be detained for not more than 3 months. Detained એટલે not allowed to move around. Okay. So you can stop the person from not moving around for 3 months. The detention or order can be cancelled based on opinion of the judges of the Supreme Court or the members of the advisory board. So this detention, Supreme Court can cancel it, or members from particular advisory board can cancel your detention. Okay. The state can decide the term of detention. The state decides ki kitla mahina detention aappu. Okay. So I'll just talk about the preventive detention. I'll just talk from here. So in 2009 there was a changes made in the constitution according to which each and every child has the right to get education between the years 6 to 14 years. Okay. Now here they have said that if you have not committed a crime, you will not get punished. Second thing they have said is for one crime, for the same crime, you cannot be punished twice. For example, if I have committed a murder, okay, and if I have completed my 5 years, then for the same murder, I cannot be given 5 years again. Okay. Third thing they have spoken about is that only the court has the right to give you punishment. Nobody has the right to give you punishment. Only the court has the right to give you फांसी की सजा. Nobody else has the right to give you फांसी की सजा. If you are arrested within 24 hours, you have to be taken to the magistrate. If you are arrested, the person has to tell you why you are getting arrested. If you are getting arrested, you have the right to get a lawyer of your own. Next is the Preventive Detention Act that has come up. According to this Detention Act, okay, you can be detained. Detained એટલે you will be stopped from moving around. You will not be allowed to go outside. You will be told to stay inside your house. If the state feels that you have done some sort of activity, or let's say they feel that you are going to do some harmful activity, then they can detain you. But they cannot detain. They can detain you for 3 months. એનથી વધારે તમને detain ન કરી શકે. અને Supreme Court can cancel your detention order. Okay. And advisory board also can cancel your detention.